So Barham Performance Horses is in Boonesboro, Maryland. It's not the edge of the earth, but you can see it from here. To me, it's beautiful. We've got mountains. We actually can see the original Washington Monument up on the mountain here below South Mountain. It just became a really nice place that we could put down roots and build our own place from the ground up. Barham Performance Horses is a little farm my brother and I put together. We're into the sport of reining, so we breed, raise, and show reining horses, mostly on the East Coast. We have probably about 34 horses out here right now. Everything from brood mares bred all the way up through the process to finish show horses. So going back to the beginning, I was into Western pleasure and kind of all around type stuff, and my brother put me on a reiner. I had one reiner, put him through, sold him, and then he put me on this little mare, Dawn, and Starlight Till Dawn is her name. And he just basically let me ride around a little bit, told me to stop one time, and I just said how much. And that was pretty much the start of it. Monster started out, Jason Charles started him as a 2-year-old, and he got injured, and then I bought this place. I put him with a guy by the name of Josh Miller, who took him out, showed him first show, I think it was the Carolina Classic, and he won the rookie bro on him. And he's like, hey, I think we actually have something here. So Monster became the first horse I ever took in an NRHA class. First horse I ever won an NRHA class on was Monster, and that was really great. And then we bring in Romain, and he's like, hey, by the way, you just lost your ride. He's mine now. So that was pretty cool.
So Nikki, this Stars of Dualia is her registered name. Matt and I took a trip to the Legacy Sale. We've always been around horse auctions and gone to some of the big sales, the Futurity sale and so forth. And the story of Nikki really goes like this. You know, I bought her based on pedigree. I really studied pedigrees. I looked at the book over and over again, had horses marked in that book that I was interested in. And so I bought her, walked into the stall with her, and realized, wow, she's a little small. 2017, Romain showed up, and we invited him out for an interview and to ride some of the horses, and he said, look, don't be offended. Nikki's a little behind. She said a couple months off. It'll take some time to catch up. So the funny story is he had to kind of eat his words because it didn't take 2 or 3 months before he found out she was a powerhouse.
Breeding program, basically what we're trying to do is ideally get Barham on the map, you know, like anybody else. You know, we want to be a top 10 breeder. I want to be a top 10 trainer. Matt wants to be a top 10 owner, top 20 at least, you know. So all that is part of trying to make a game plan, but you know, sometimes picking the best of the best of the best don't necessarily give you the best. It's just about kind of coming with what works for the program itself.
We want to breed horses that we would want to ride. I mean, it's as simple as that. We don't breed because it's a certain color. We don't breed for this. We want to complement the mare with the right stud. Not everything do we cross Monster to. You know, we want to find that stud that's going to work the best for that horse. When Romain came on, you know, we had horses that worked for him, obviously, but building around your trainer, you want to make sure you fit the right horse to the trainer that you're working with. So we tried to breed a little higher performance, a little higher caliber horse. So hopefully they'll come across. This year's 2-year-old crop, I think, is probably one of our best crops that Romain's going to get a chance to go through. And I think, you know, what we've stacked behind that, what we bred to last year and what we bred to this year, I think is going to keep him full of firepower for a good while. So we're pretty excited to see what we get in the future.